just finished setting up my laptop. Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Let me just have a look. I've got a few messages in the chat. Hello to Lizzie, Susan, South Stitching, Anna Karen, Siobhan, Sandy, Gail, Kelly, Jane, and Tori. Hi, everybody. Thought I would show you a how the bee is looking, as in this is the area that's left to do. So this week, what I've done is I've worked down and I have done the edge. So I've done all of the edge now. So everything within the stitching is all that's left. I am currently at 91.84%. And today so far I've done just over 1,400 stitches. So I've done 59,803 out of 65,116. So we are getting there. Obviously it's not finished in May. I will not finish. Hey Hannah, it won't finish in May. We will be looking at a June finish now. Whether it's this Wednesday, I don't know. I would like to think and hope and try for it. However, 59,800 stitches done. If I get another 300 done tonight, I'm still going to have 5,000 stitches to do in 3 days, and that is not happening. So I should imagine that this will be finished not this Wednesday, it'll be next Wednesday. So tomorrow's first, or second, third, so it'll be Wednesday the 10th that this will be done on the stream. Anyway, hope we're all doing well. A few more people have come in. Hello to Cheryl, Vicky, and Dawn. And I hope that my wingman is also with you there, Dawn. But yeah, hope everybody's having a great evening, great stitch evening. Hey, Monique. So let's zoom in a little and get some stitching done. I thought I would just sort of jump in on getting this flower a little bit more filled in today. So a couple of things have been going on. It was nail salon day yesterday, so I have a fresh new nails, and Tori is actually with me and is dying to show hers off. But these are mine. I have gone for red with a little gold accent. And so, yeah. Hey, Grace. Yeah, it does look amazing, doesn't it? So that's my nails. So let me show you Tori's. They are absolutely. And these are Tori's. So as you can see, we've gone cat's eye again, but they're like little galaxies on every finger. They are absolutely amazing. And, you know, this doesn't really do them justice. But yeah, they are beautiful. So, yeah, there we go. Hannah, I'm sure, will be down later and show off hers as well, because she had new nails too. Yep, it is coming along awesomely, Grace. Like I said, over 90% now. So, really happy with how it's come along. Okay, have had several zeros today as well. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 zeros today. So Andy can ring me the bell.
I have.
Thank you. 7 zeros. So really, I am absolutely getting there on this. So yeah. Hey, Viv. Yeah, and thank you very much. So yeah, it's I had a good sort of stitchy weekend, really. It's been nice. Okay, I just get comfy. Oh. You ready to be off home, chicken? Yeah. Okay, so that is all about me. What are you guys working on? What's out on your hoops and stands today? Don't know what I'm paying attention to. Your nails are stitching. Yeah, my nails are something that I enjoy having done because I'm not a drinker. I don't smoke. I don't go out. I stitch and I have nice nails. And I figure that if I'm going to be doing this on camera, it's nice to have nice nails to go with it, isn't it? Hey, self-stitching, page finish on 100 owls. Fantastic. Let me just move this up a wee bit because I keep knocking my magnifier. There we go. Sunbound Trail for Viv. Elephant Puzzle, Adrian Chesterman, Pain-Free Crafts for Sandy, and a milestone of 24%. Cheryl is working Fox and Butterfly Gecko Rouge. Beautiful. Hope it's made you feel better and cheer you up getting stitches in. Always does. Always does. Stitching is my go-to. Grumpy Cat as always for Sue, and milestone reach 50.38%. Lucy did a little work on the garden shed this evening. Come here, baby. Kiss. Mwah. Love you. Did a little work on garden shed, but cannot stream and stitch at the same time. Ah, no worries. Sew and Tell thread is open, by the way, guys. So you can pop an image picture on Sew and Tell. 1 down, 3 across long duck samplers. Heading for another finish this week for Jane. Anna Karen has also had, I beg your pardon, Vicky working on American Beauty for my mom. She has a rose garden and her birthday is in July. Wonderful. Anna Karen reached 50% on Mini White Magnolia yesterday, so milestone reached. Taking a break from it now to knit a pair of socks. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. We're already getting lots of milestones already. So, yep. It's the Andy Bell show. I wait for my bell in Sew and Tell. Ah, no worries, Monique. But yeah, it's nice that, you know, we're getting these milestones in. I love Sew and Tell for that. As well, my other finish was at the retreat this weekend. Ah, lovely. Which retreat did you go to? We've been struggling this week. The confetti is real. How many stitches left on B? I'm gonna have less than 5,000 by the end of this stream. I've got 59,803 stitches out of 65,116, and I usually get 300 to 400 stitches in on a stream. So yeah. Wrexham. Yes, I remember Lynn's post now. Cheryl says, hello, working on Fracture Flower again as soon as I finish dinner. Awesome stuff. Fabulous. I'm sorry, my Lowry seems to be a bit wobbly tonight, and I don't know why. Hannah is going to try and finish the bottom half of Mr. Claus. I had very little stitchy time this week. Or is it Mrs. Claus, Hannah? Okay. 28. There's a bit of confetti in this again, on this area, so Been working on an old project from Tapestry Market, says Gail. Fabulous. Keep on coming. Keep them whips whipping. Keep your whips a whipping. Mrs. Yeah, I thought it was Mrs. I'm pretty sure you'd done Mr. That's all right. I just posted it on your site late Saturday night. Oh, fabulous. I'll have a look at that when we go through it for show and tell. So as you know, I do like to have a little group mooch as well. Kelly may stitch on Merry Mooseness an ornament pattern later. It's my acrostic project this week. Depends on what notes I get done for school. Awesome. Vistas from Etsy full coverage. England, inspired by the 1940s and 50s railway sign for Grace. Fantastic. I like those vintage signs. Super cute. Okay. Sorry, just had a message come through, just bear with. Catherine says hi to all as well, coming in through Facebook. Okay. So, yeah. It's been an interesting week. I had the week off work. Me and Hannah have been out 2 days this week. 3 if you count bank holiday Monday's trip to IKEA. But yeah, we've had a great week together. Just doing mum and daughter things. Considering the difficulty I've had with Lauren, it's made a great distraction. But that's all I'm going to say about that. About Lauren, that is. Me and Hannah went to Leeds on Friday. We spent the day in Derby on Wednesday. And we thoroughly enjoyed both days. Bit of shopping, chat, and time well spent. Can't argue with that, can you? Apologies, it sounds like we've got a mother's union outside. Okay, what we're doing here. 44. Haid released the new Margaret Morales this week. Viv's been waiting for now to wait for the next sale. Yes, I have a piece that I want from them as well. And I'm waiting for a sale too. Loudmouth, get out there. Let's hope there's nobody not drunks again in Vino Veritas and all that. Warm weather, it brings them all out. Yeah, so me and Hannah, we hopped on a train and it was an hour's trundle on the train up to Leeds, and we went in the Trinity Centre, we went in the Merrion Centre and along the hedgerow and to the markets and all sorts of stuff. Oh, it was fantastic. Oh, I'm glad about that, Jane, because there's a right, as we'd say here, a right gobshite. We walked our socks off again, which we did on Wednesday, but we walked our socks off again on Friday. And we did things like we went into Victoria's Secret. I know Victoria's Secret, she needs a sandwich. We went into TK Maxx. We went into Morrison's, believe it or not, just to get lunch. We found a pizza stall on the market that did a slice of pizza that was bigger than Hannah's head. And of course, you had to have one. Gosh, all sorts of stuff that we did. Oh, we brought Andy a Yoshi. Didn't we, love?
We did? Well, you did.
Andy's favourite Mario... No, it was Hannah. Andy's favourite Mario character is Yoshi. Not Yoshi, Luigi. So, what else did we do? I bought some really nice smelling soap that smells like, it actually smells like strawberries and cream. You know how you can get some soaps and it says strawberry and cream and it doesn't smell anything like that? You can smell that manufactured smell, that scent. But this one actually does smell like strawberries and cream. And Hannah got some bath bombs and all sorts of stuff. She likes things like that. Got 3 patterns from the Hate sale, says Vicky. I think I need to get the Fountain of Youth to get it all done. Yep, indeed. I hear you on that one. But acquiring patterns is a whole new hobby. Glad you enjoyed your trips out. We certainly did. And it's funny because Derby and Leeds is closer, but the trip was twice as long because the train stopped at every flipping stop. Great fun with Hannah. I'm glad for you two that you did that trip. Thank you. Hey, Liz. Funniest point was that there was somebody giving out cereal bar samples, and we walked through the Trinity a few times and passed them, and every time we passed them we got another sample. So Andy had a free cereal bar breakfast.
We did. It was quite cool.
And I'm quite distinct. I thought I was quite distinctive looking, you know. I got my blue and white striped top on, but he didn't seem to recognise me. So that was fun. Derby was very different to Leeds. Leeds was more sort of shopping centres and high-end high street shops, whereas Derby had much more local shops and, you know, local stuff, if that makes sense. Or they had a quote to get rid of. Yeah, you never know. I did get some stitchy stash though. I went into Sewstring Green. And I got some more clips because I keep breaking them. And they also had a packet of beading needles. You know, for when I eventually start Freya, I got some beading needles. These were not expensive. Can't get them out. There we go. And you've got 2 sizes of beading needle, 5 in a packet and a needle threader. It's one of those crappy rubbish needle threaders. £2.08 for beading needles, which is certainly far cheaper than going like Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft are well expensive for things like that. And then these fabric clips, there are, I don't know, 15 or 20 in here, I would say. £2.12. So that's good. Good to know they have them. I love that shop. Me too. Was it Hannah with the mini pointy nails? Nope, that was Tori. Hi Laurie, lurking but here. No worries at all. Hobbycraft seems to have gone way down in quality and choice lately. Yeah, I noticed a few years ago that they'd pretty much dispensed with their cross stitch. They used to have huge ranges of cross stitch kits. They used to do dimensions and you know, things like the higher end, not the Dimensions Gold, there was something else, another one that Dimensions did. And they used to do a lot of anchor kits, and they used to do a lot of DMC kits and, like, you know, the characters and stuff, baby samplers and all the rest of it. But no, they definitely have gone downhill in quality and things lately. I agree. Cross stitch section has been reduced dramatically in Hobbycraft. Certainly in our Hobbycraft in Sheffield, it used to be, you know, 2 or 3 aisles, and now it's half of one. Little clips are great. I use them all the time for quilting. Yeah, that's what I used to just for my fabric folding in my nerd hoops. Same in yours, Viv. Yeah. It's like they want to do more art and craft. You know, they had a big thing in paper craft a long time ago, like decoupage and stuff. They don't seem to be doing that so much now. And you know, there's a lot of stuff now that's just they seem to get by on sales, on, you know, the seasonal sales. And, you know, because Sheffield's a university town, there's quite a big art section, you know, for the students. But to be honest, there's probably better places to shop. Number 8. We used to have like a big range of lights and stuff as well, and daylight bulbs and all the rest of it. Now there's very little, and very little wool and stuff as well. It's nothing like it used to be. Same as, but they put toys in us in Hobbycraft. Cracker. Hey, Michelle, pop them in, watch 3D print frogs. No problem at all. Luckily discovered sewing machine shop stocks DMC if I need them. That's good. I discovered that the sewing machine shop in my town that had been open from before I was born closed down, which is very disappointing. Hobbycraft is definitely disappointing these days here in Preston. Yeah. It's just not like it was. I mean, if I was still, big on kits and stuff, I used to get lots of kits from Black Sheep Wools because they used to do kits online. Quite good, actually. They had always have a sale section. Kits from as little as a penny at one point. But, the shops have gone down a lot. And it's very, very rare that you can actually find somewhere that stocks DMC now. Hobbycraft do. I think John Lewis is still have a haberdashery. But there's not many other places where you can actually say, I can go into XYZ shop and be assured that I'll find a DMC rack. It's only certain like local needleworks shops. But there's a knitting shop in my town that has a DMC rack, and he's not been able to get half of the colours because of the Europe tariffs and not tariffs, the VAT thing and coming out Brexit and blah blah blah. Hey Mona, B is looking really good. I am almost at 92%. It's too expensive now over here. Yep, that's very true. I'm also lucky enough to be less than an hour away from Pain-Free Crafts, says Viv. Yeah, Sarah will always, be there, won't? Well, I say always. It's good that Sarah's there. She's very good at, getting a stock if she can. I have 2 local needlework stores that sell needle DMC threads. That's lucky. We have no other. The only shop that there is locally, within, let's say, 2 journeys on public transport, is Hobbycraft. That's all we've got. In Sheffield city centre, Atkinson's department store used to have a DMC section. But I think they've wound theirs down as well. There is a little stall in the market, but it doesn't stock all of them. Nothing in Rotherham now. We used to have a couple of really good places. But as I say, apart from the wool shop with his half-filled rack of DMC that he can't get, I went in there with a list and literally every colour that was on the list he didn't have. COVID killed a lot of high street shops and online shopping became a massive. Yep. Absolutely. COVID killed a lot of things. Our only shop is Hobbycraft, yeah. But it's not like it used to be. I mean, our local Hobbycraft, they used to have classes and all sorts.
You still swear by Hobbycraft, you do?
No, I don't swear by Hobbycraft. I only go there if I absolutely need something. Because most of the time I order my stuff online. Because I can't get it and look at it. And I can't get fabric at Hobbycraft. They don't do it big enough for what I want.
You still can't resist having a look around, is kind of what I mean. Every time you sort of there, you're like, I want to have a look at Hobbycraft. Yeah,
I mean, if I'm up there, I will have a mooch round.
That's what I mean. I don't mean you go there like religiously every day to buy stuff because you need it. You're like a mooch.
Yeah, but Bank Holiday Monday, we only went to IKEA. We didn't bother with Hobbycraft because there was nothing I needed.
Yeah, but if you said you wanted to go to Hobbycraft, I would have said you can.
I know, but we were busy. I haven't seen Easy Grid or Even Weave available in either. Nope. Easy Grid and Even Weave. I don't think I've ever seen it on a shelf in a shop. It's unfortunate you can't beat going into any shop, especially for cross-stitch crafts, feeling and seeing the items in person. Not only that, but chatting with like-minded folks. Yep, I agree. there used to be a shop in Bakewell in Derbyshire. I used to love going there. It was called Y Needlecraft. I used to love going there, especially when I was with my ex-husband. The reason was, round a corner from Y Needlecraft was a whiskey shop. My ex-husband rather liked a drop of whiskey. So I said to him, here's the thing. We are here in Bakewell, and I'm sure that you want to go to the whiskey shop. But whatever you spend in the whiskey shop, I'm claiming equivalent to spend in Y Needlecraft.
And to be fair to him, you did actually quite well, didn't you?
I did do quite well. Because I would stand in the whiskey shop and say, go on, go on, go on, go on. No, but seriously, never spent more than I could afford on this hobby. I never have. But he knew that I would be buying cross-stitch stuff from Y Needlecraft. So Maya, that was the other kits that they used to have. The Maya kits. I knew it had come to me. You're all right, the fabric is very bland and not usually large enough in hobbycraft, and I miss all the kits I had in the variety. Yeah. Unfortunately, hobbycraft most definitely has not in my opinion, done the right thing by stripping away its cross-stitch section, because this is the hobby. I think, in essence, it's like it's a hidden hobby, because you talk to somebody about cross-stitch and they're like, what are you on about? You know, is it like knitting? I've had so many people say, is it like, my brother used to come here and he'd see me cross-stitching and he'd say, oh, you're doing your knitting? But I think it's a huge mistake of retailers to put cross-stitching aside as a hobby. I think lots of people took it up in lockdown as well. Oh my God, what's up, Viv? Oh, the knitting comment. Yeah, are you doing your knitting? Yeah, my brother. It's nothing like knitting. I can cross stitch, but I cannot knit one pair once to save my life. Yeah. You see, my brother doesn't know about that. All he knows is motorbike engines, car engines. Yeah. But he'd be like, you doing your knitting? No, John, it's cross stitch. Oh, will you knit me one? He's swine, he is. My brother. To be fair though, I've done him a couple of cross-stitch pieces and he loves them. Did one of his motorbike and one of his car. But it is, isn't it? It's a very hidden hobby. Because most people don't travel or cross-stitch out and about. You know, like sometimes you might see somebody knitting in the doctor's waiting room or whatever. You know, you might see an old lady with the knitting needles out, or somebody doing some crochet on the bus. But a lot of people don't tend to do this because it doesn't travel so well. But I do. I mean, you guys know I take it to the office and sit in the breakout area with mine. I've always classified hobbycraft as a beginner's introduction to a craft. Yeah. Yes, I can cross stitch you a project, but I can't knit a cross stitch for you. Yeah. I think a lot of us don't have physical stitchy friends either. Yes, that's right. Mine are all online. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I made a few online stitchy friends, and then I've made in-person stitchy friends and in-person and online stitchy friends, and I think I'm quite lucky. But you know, if I was to say post on local Facebook group, right, I'm going to, I don't know, the pub down the road, and I'm going to sit with my cross stitch, anybody come and join me, nobody'd turn up. Because people are that far flung. I learned to crochet on the number 72 bus going to school. My mum taught me to crochet, but my auntie taught me to knit because my mum didn't have the patience for that. I'm looking at, I have my mum and dad, but when they go, I won't have anyone who cross stitches. Yeah, I'm the only one in my family who cross stitches. My sister can, but doesn't. I don't think her sight would allow her now. I don't have a mum. I only have one surviving auntie, and she does bag making. She doesn't do anything like this. She used to do hardhanger and drawn thread work many years ago, but she's not done that, I don't think, for a long time. So until in about, well, just under 10 minutes. So if you haven't put anything in the group, on the group thread, please go ahead and do so, and we will do so and tell in a bit. And Andy has the bell ready, don't you, dear?
I do.
My mum was a brilliant knitter and crocheter, but I learnt to knit with the Girl Guides. Yeah. And Victoria can, I think it's left-handed crochet that she does because she's left-handed. I'm pretty sure she can left-handed crochet. Now, self-tell for me this week, I've been cleaning bees' bottoms all week. I thought hardhanger was a fabric. Sorry for being done, but what is hardhanger craft? It's like a drawn and cut and drawn thread work. Let's see if I can find an example of it. Hold on, 2 ticks. But you're quite right, hardhanger is a fabric. Hardhanger. Embroidery. So it's actually Norwegian hardhanger. Let me just shift this out of the way. So as you can see, I just typed in hardhanger embroidery, and as you can see, look, it's drawn thread, cut thread work, and you like cluster blocks and stuff, and needle lace, and you can do it. You can stitch in colour on white fabric, but yeah, that is hardhanger images. So there you go. And that is the kind of thing that my aunt used to do. So it's all speciality stitches. I mean, look at those, and gorgeous Christmas hearts. I don't think it's so much difficult as nerve-wracking, because you cut the thread wrong and that's it. There you go. Isn't that lovely? So you can make all sorts with hardanger. See, I'm just showing you here a couple of snowflakes and stuff. But yeah. So there you go. The first cut is the worst. It's a nice change to do it, and it stitches up quite quickly. Yeah. So yes, you're quite right. Hardanger is the fabric, but it's also the style of embroidery. I doubt I'd enjoy it. Yes, the result is great, but I have panic attacks over getting it wrong. Yeah. Karen, the Needlebug, did some hardanger videos. I don't know if they're still up on her channel, but you know, if it's something that you're interested in looking at, she did do some like technique and instruction style videos for hardanger. Should I say hardanger embroidery? I don't want to confuse anyone. I will ask her if she joins our Stitchy Zoom. Yeah. Hey Lynn. Yeah, we are coming along. We are over 90%. In fact, we are at 91.99%. And it'll be about 5,000 stitches to go after today. I use old Just Cross Stitch magazines to stitch ornaments sometimes, like Mooseness right now. Those magazines have hardanger charts in them. Yep. Once you get the basics of the stitches in hardanger, so, you know, it's not so bad, but like I said, the cutting is the nerve-wracking part. You definitely need steady hand, sharp scissors, and making sure you're checking once, twice, 3 times. Make sure you're cutting the right thing. There was a free 5 pattern series on Lakeside at one time. Yep, so there you go. Hardanger patterns out there. It's like the rocket launch countdown with B. 10%, 987. Yeah. Well, with this, I will be at 8% to go when I mark off these few threads. And as I said, because it's all the stitching areas mapped out now, it's just a case of filling it in. And nerves of steel, yeah. Lizzie says she doesn't have steady hands. Right, so thank you for the comment on my video. Oh. Yes, I watched your video as well yesterday, Kelly. Da, da, da. Am I going back to rotation this week? Nope. I'm going to spend my June doing the catch-up stitches that I need to do. I'm still going to work and try and get this one done. But I'll be finishing it on a Wednesday stream. If not this Wednesday, it'll be next Wednesday. I'm going to do my catch-up stitches. I have a model stitch on the go, which I need to finish as well. I want to try and get another, I'm going to be greedy and try and get another 2 finishers. Ice Dragon, and if I can, my Lily as well. And then Magpie will become focus for a finish. There are 2 pieces that, all being well, I can get done, or the stitches, the cross stitches done on them really quickly. So whilst I can, I shall. So, and then mid-year whip parade, after that, because I will have had these finishers, I'll be rejigging my rotation, and at mid-year whip parade, I'll do that, and then I shall start rotation again. Do I watch Kamari and Yogi? I watch them both, but not regularly, if that makes sense. I don't tend to watch Yogi. I don't tend to watch Kamari's live streams, but I do like to watch some of the other little videos that she puts out. And Yogi, I watch from time to time if, you know, I've got a few minutes and go and have a look at a live, you know, pop in on a live, but I won't. I just work. Just depends if I haven't got anything else. You know, it's something that I know is always there. Hey Maddie, how big's my model stitch? So I've got the size 4 nudge. I've got a piece of, it's done on soluble canvas, this one. The canvas piece of soluble is 5 by 5, 5.5 by 5.5 inches, I think. Or is it a bit more than that? No, it's got to be a bit more than that, surely. If I put in the big nudge, I've got to cover up the stitching because it's a model stitch. But in the big nudge, so if you can see the tacking there, that is the outer border of the model stitch. So as you can see, it's, you know, there we go. I haven't got a copy on, I'm all good. No, but it's not full coverage, so that helps. It's a non-full coverage, so no, it's not small. I can't decide. A lot of mine are even stitches left. Do I rotate? I do 10,000 stitches on each, you know, and similar times. I don't know, Maddie. All right, can I have a Sew and Tell jingle, please?
You can.
I don't know why I put this back. So yeah, so there again you can see I've done the outer edge. It's just this bit left to fill in. So for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, apart from just excuse the part threads, but you can see there what I've got left to do on B. Is it difficult to stitch on soluble? When I'm stitching it on it's like a linen top, which I'm stitching this piece onto, which makes it interesting. I find I have to do it sort of stab and stitch, but I have to be exactly at right angles to the fabric. And it does take a little bit longer than normal sort of 14 count stitching. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer. I don't know what I'm doing about washing it yet. I need to have a chat with the lady. I've just said to her, you know, let me know, you know, if you want me to wash it or not, but it's not even done yet. Right, okay, so Liz is currently at 48.31% on Ugly Bird. She's going to stitch as far as 50%, then put it away and pull out her peacock plumage. So this was as of yesterday. So there is Ugly Birds. And here is Liz's progress on peacock plumage. Just noticed that my curtain is, there we go, much better. So peacock plumage is by Sue Taylor, Heaven and Earth Design. And of course her Ugly Birds is a Chiro Marchetti. Here is Jane's retreat finish. Wrong way. So there we go, her owl forest embroidery all done. It looks amazing, Jane. Absolutely fabulous. Kay has started off on her latest new start, and she has around 500 stitches in there, I would say. And it is this piece. I believe it's an Amy Stewart, neon bowling alley and all that fun stuff. So new start. Geo has finished and backstitched the second section of her piece from, I believe it's Letty Stitch. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? And a very good plan to do the back stitch as you go along. It's here we go. There we go. Iconic Goddess of Spring. Goddess of the Spring by Letty Stitch. So looks fabulous, Geo. That's Sylvia's cat. Bless her. Mandy has finished her framework for the next Lola Crow sale. And this whale at the top is stitched in glow-in-the-dark thread. This is Lola Crow Sal Museum After Midnight. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the stream thread. Okay, so just opening this one up when it decides. Thank you. Right. So Sarah is working on Long Dog Sampler 7th wave, stitched on 18 count, 2 over 1 full cross. She's finally made it over to the other side and reached 30%, or 16,592 stitches. Way to go, Sarah. And here is the mock-up, 7th wave, and of course she's doing it in that yellow on that beautiful blue. In the shelter of each other we survive. Okay, Estelle for Sue. Stitches so beautiful. 1,374 stitches out of 54,000, or 39.58%. Not quite there yet. Isn't she looking amazing? Those eyes are something else, Sue, and eyelashes there too. Okay, so here is the mock-up, and it's from Stitches So Beautiful. And this is the start of the May for Sue. So as you can see, she's done a huge amount during Mania. So she says, this is my May start for Mania. I wanted to get her eyes finished. I'm so happy to say I did it. Thanks for the challenge. You kept me at it. So we went from that to this. Amazing. Nicely done, Sue. And I'm glad that it helped, and I will, at the end of this, I will talk about what we're doing this month as well. Amy has been busy working on her May focus piece, Sam and Dean Retired by Tilton Crafts. She hit a goal of 20% completed. So she's currently at 22,798 stitches out of 113,850 and at 20.02%. And she's stitching this 1/1 on some 28 count. And I believe it's full cross. If I zoom in, yeah, 1/1 full cross. It's looking good, Amy. And there is the mock-up. Cheryl is still working on Fracture Flower, currently at 41%, milestone reached, and 11,836 stitches. Fantastic, Cheryl. And here is the cover image. As you can see, it's a sampler as well. It's very pretty. Love the colours in that. Box and Butterfly for Cheryl from a Gecko Rouge. It's a kit on 18 count. And look at that cheeky fox's face. And Cheryl's working across the top there. Fabulous stuff. Hannah's not much stitching at all as it's been off report season. A little more done on Mrs. Claus by Tiny Modernist. She's looking super cool. Okay, and here is the mock-ups. So we've already done Mr. and there's Mrs. So, yeah. Baldrick's cunning plan to get stretched. Been stitching Autumn Reverie. Got stretched. Been stitching Autumn Reverie on and off all day. Lots of ninjas to corral. Unfortunately, there are many shades of pale creams. Not easy to find them, even when switching Pattern Keeper into flat colour in settings. This is Arenco Originals, Autumn Reverie by Alphonse Mucha for Liz. And she's at 36,831 out of 37,632, or 97.87%. I think we could have a bell for that, because we can see the finish line. So, yeah, keep on going, Liz. You're doing awesome. You can do it.
What are you being cute?
Vicky is working on American Beauty by Little Robin Designs on some 40 count cappuccino by Fibre on a Whim. 1/2. Only a few hours in. It's a quick stitch for her mum. It's a great start. Well, please for a start. So thank you, Vicky. And Vicky has shared the mock-up. America, America, God shed his grace on thee. So if I just zoom that in a bit, you can see it's a vase with a rose and lots of patriotic American colouring in there. Fantastic. And Monique. Well, what can we say, Monique? 15,000 stitches and 6% reached on Blooming Whiskers. Finished all my goals for this month. I put in some extra stitches. So milestones reached for Monique. It looks amazing. I saw this on the Pain Free Crafts page. That cat's eyes are just stunning. Really beautiful. It's a testament, isn't it, to the charting. So there we go. And that is the mock-up for Blooming Whiskers. Yeah, absolutely fabulous, Monique. Nicely done. Liz is back on Planet Ugly Birds. A lot of progress since last week, but once I get to 50%, it's going away to rest. So this is it currently at 36,789 out of 75,825 stitches, or 48.52%. So if I just zoom in a wee way there, and we can see Liz's stitching on this one. Ciro Marchetti piece. And there is the mock-up. And then here is a hardanger piece that Liz has a finish and frame.
Is that an FFO then?
Yeah, look at that. That is some beautiful hardanger there. So yeah, this is the kind of thing that you can do. It's not necessarily cross stitch. So there we go. So thank you guys very much, those of you that have shared on Sew and Tell. So this month, rather than having a monthly sale, my plan is to have a weekly challenge or a weekly thread. So you can pick a piece and pick a aim for that week, and stitch on that. And then if you want to change the next week, you can do so. So rather than doing go on. So rather than doing you know, a one piece as a whole month focus, it's you can do like maybe 4 pieces, just 4 full weeks in June, just to sort of give a bit of variety rather than doing a whole month sale, because I think those have dropped off a little bit. So I figure if we did some smaller weekly ones, you know, it might just generate, not necessarily generate a bit of interest, if you know what I mean, but it might just be another way of working them, a bit more inspiration. Why are you telling me that there's a notification when there isn't one? Silly thing. There we go. Right, okay. So let's carry on with Mr. B. Now we've done the Sew and Tell shenanigans. So yeah, so if we do a weekly stitchy challenge kind of thing, then yeah, we can do that, because as well as that, not everybody can commit to a whole month of a sort of sale, especially in the summer, people going away on holidays and things. So Viv is off fighting a cold swab for the night. To feel better soon, Viv. And Kelly is off back to readings for school. Please do leave a thumbs up on your way out, ladies. And if you haven't left me a thumbs up, please do so. If you're in here, 56 viewing, 11 thumbs up so far. Please do hit that button. It helps to get me seen. So yeah, you two ladies have a lovely week. Get well soon, Viv. And hope you get everything done that you need to do, Kelly. Okay. Top bit of this flower is almost done, so No, that's the wrong stitch. It'll teach me to zoom off, won't it? There we go. I'm on track with my studies and where I should be. Need to push myself a little harder, I feel. As long as you're on track, Kelly, and not Lizzie, and not falling behind. Yeah. Studying is not something for me at my time. Oh, no. The apron is finished on Mrs. Claus for Hannah. That was a chunk of white. Awesome stuff. Two stitches of this colour left. What's betting? They're all over the shop. Oh, one's there. Yeah, they're not in view. If they were in view, I'd have done them. By the way, I envisage Andy training during the week to ring that bell. Nah. He's well practiced enough now. Maddie's ordered another Gecko Rouge yesterday. What did you order, Maddie? 53. Oh. Did anybody see Cross Stitch Meadow video about the needle board? I'd be tempted to do myself one of those. Flower pack by Katie Day in the Budgie Bonanza. Oh, awesome. I'll be getting my Gecko Rouge voucher soon. Seeing as Gold Club is on its way out, I don't know if I shall get any more after this year. To see what Glenn says when he emails me. Yeah, it's a board where you can, you know, when you are stitching and you have a little bit of thread and you don't want to put it back on a bobbin. Well, he has this board where he leaves the needle threaded and puts it into a spot with the right DMC number. Interesting. Interesting method, especially if you work from a master set, but of course you need 400 odd needles to do it. And they use some foam and a box so that it's deep enough that the lid can go on and the needles don't poke out, because he has cats. So and he's rather handily left some downloads in the video description as well, or availability to download them so you can print off the DMC numbers yourself. It's very useful actually. The thing is, like I said, I'd need 400 odd needles, and 400 odd ball tip needles is going to run to a lot of money. I didn't download a supersized match colour library with lots of panels. Not going to be cheap, but that's a huge part of my identity. Both of them, yeah. I saw that video. It's genius. Yes, it is a good idea. Print out the numbers for the project I'm working on. Yeah. I mean, if you're a monogamous stitcher, you know, you could just print out and just use it for the project you're working on. But, you know, if like me, you're not monogamous, but you work off a master set, it is a pretty cool idea. But of course, like I said, it would mean 400 and odd needles, and I can't afford that. Beading needles, not beading needles, ball tip needles. Or I'd have to stop using ball tip needles and just get standard ones. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I like my ball tip needles on even weave. I train my eye on 32 count. Oh, right, okay. Worked on 28 and 28, 5, but 32 is impressive. No, I can't work on 32. I have one project on 28 count and I can't wait to get it finished. No, the croaky little sod just paid a visit. I was mesmerised by his stitching stitched wrong. Well, oh, bless you. Trying to hop off. Very rude of him, Sue. How dare he? What's everyone's go-to count that they're comfortable stitching on? 25, that gets for me, but I am happy on 22 as well. Of course, the other ones, 18, 16, 14, much easier on the eye, but 25 is usually my go-to. That's the only problem with monochrome. The blocks all look the same. Yeah. 20, 28, 32 and 40 for Anna Karen. All over one Anna Karen. I love 18 and 28 count. Sandy's is, so Sue Sandy's is 25. Hannah decided June challenges stitch 1 day more each week, so 2 this week, 3 next week, etc. While work's so busy. That sounds like a plan. And of course, at the end of June, we get to reward ourselves with a big stitch if you go in. I am very much looking forward to the big stitch. 14, 16 and 18, can't see past that. Yeah, I understand that. Managed to get halfway through my mayhem challenge, says Laurie. I hate finishing and a butterfly stitch is not done. Is that a retreat? Yes, it is. It is the big stitch, which is held at Magna in my town. So, yeah. The first one was a couple of years ago. Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery was there. And there were lots of vendors like Pain Free Crafts and Michelle from Stitch Mania and a few others as well. So, yeah. Well, 2028 1 strand full cross, 32 2 strand tent, 41 strand 10. Oh, cool. Can't wait. Just need to get in front with planning before then so it doesn't spoil it for me. Awesome. Liz is off, going to get some nighttime snacks and a bit and sleep. No worries at all. All right, Lizzie, you take care. Have a good week. Every retreat in the US I would have to fly to. Yeah, you see, I'm lucky because in my town there is one that's 3 times a year in a local hotel. And then the big stitch, which isn't much further at all. So I am lucky. Do you bring table gifts? It's optional. But I tend, I have took them and I've not took them, if that makes sense. But yeah, table gifts are entirely optional. I'm thinking of starting a smaller artistry chart, 200 by 200 on 14 count, but not sure if it will be okay. Any thoughts, anyone? Why not? If you're going to be comfortable stitching on 14 count, crack on, Sue. I'm doing my cat Dalf on 14 count. And cat Dalf, I believe, is bigger. Let me look. Cat Dalf is 500 by 500 and I'm doing it on 14 count. So if I can do cat Dalf on it, 200 by 200 is not a lot, is it? Yeah, if that's going to make you happy, I'd say do it. And it will go quick as well. I'll be able to wave to you across the room and see you at lunchtime. That's how we became friends. You certainly will. You might end up sat on the table next to me or with me. You never know. Unless you already got plans. Yes, I find that 14 count stitching goes fast as well. A lot of detail on cat Dalf, but I have some 14 count fabric and sometimes it's nice to have an easier stitch. Yes, it is. It is much easier. And it's easier on the eyes and it seems to stitch up, like Vicky says there, just a little bit quicker. Hey, Cheryl has got a gold Universe Girl. 10%, her goal for May. Awesome stuff, Cheryl.
Proves I was listening.
It does. Brilliant. Okay, made up my mind, so find a fabric and may have a new start in a couple of weeks. Brilliant. Good stuff. That will be entertaining. No plans, just going to be brave and walk in. You can always be brave, find me, and we'll walk in together. Not a problem at all. Because it's very handy now that at Magna they built a tram stop. So just the super tram that runs from Rotherham to Sheffield, it now stops bang outside Magna, which is going to be so much easier because I'm like, all Andy needs to do is drop me at our local tram stop. And there's me getting on a tram with my Lowry. I think my goals will be 500 stitch on Grumpy Cat every week and then 500 on a sew before I touch my other projects. These two are my focuses. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a swee-wee month for me in June. You said July then. Finish up my stitches that I fell behind on, get my model stitch done, carry on my spare stitch Saturday, try and get 2 more finishes. See how far we get. Swee-wee, yes, stitch what I want when I want. It's like an acronym, but we say swee-wee.
Technically, wouldn't it be swee-woo? Swee-woo.
Yeah, but we say swee-wee. The last W is silent.
Okay. Just trying to work that out in my head.
I'm not credited with inventing that one. That has been around for a little while. I have crossed 60,000 stitches.
Hooray!
So I am over 60,000 now. 60,015 out of 65,116. So I am getting there. Felt like a long time to reach this point.
But you're there.
Thank you, guys. And it won't be long, and there will be 500 stitches. 5,000 stitches left. But when you get this close, you see it in your dreams. No, but I do wake up at 4 a.m. thinking, should I go downstairs and stitch? I think I don't tend to sort of miss projects when I've finished them so much because I'm not a monogamous stitcher. I was asked if I, would do miss them, and I kind of do, but because I'm not monogamous, I am missing some of my rotation pieces because I've not worked on them for ages. So, but because usually these finishes are within rotation, aren't they? Or focus for a finish that I manage to work on a few times a week. I don't tend to miss them until I'm at, well, I don't really tend to miss. I suppose that the longer I'd spent working on it, then yeah, I would miss it, wouldn't I? But of course now, because of the stage that this one's at, I can kind of pick what colour I fancy working on. Do I fancy working on a yellow? Do I fancy working on a pink? Do I fancy working on a blue? Because I've got, plenty of scope with all of those colours. I've not left like all the yellow to the end, which for me would just be horrific. Leaving all one colour to the end kind of thing. But, because I can see all of the piece when I'm stitching, I am also able to colour complete as well, hence me getting, 7. I think it's 7 today. So oh no, it's 8 now. 8 zeros. You have some huge ones. They must be like part of your family. Yeah, they are. But they're treated equally. They only become a priority when they are to come up as the focus for a finish. Much like being a parent, treat them all the same. Ooh, I could get another 0 here. It's very quiet in your house. Is Hannah not around? Nope, she's upstairs. She bought herself a Nintendo Switch. And she is bidding on eBay for games and playing on the Switch and in bidding wars. And every so often she'll come down and grumble, "This is war." I'm like, "Oh dear, have you been outbid again, Hannah?" "Yes, but not for long." She's so funny. So, yeah, it's just me and Andy downstairs at the moment. Not even the cat. She wasn't impressed earlier. Little man turned up. Hannah gave him some snacks, let him in, and he found Angel's catnip. Get used to her coming in to make waffles every live stream. Yeah, she might be down to make a waffle. You never know. There's that kid, honestly, she lives on waffles and chicken nuggets. And when we went to Leeds, it was so funny. I don't think I've ever known her eat so much. We were going down for the train. She had a sausage sandwich. We got into Leeds. For lunch, she had a tuna salad and some fruit. Then she had the massive slice of pizza that was bigger than her head. She also had a big chocolate biscuit. I mean, I'm talking one literally the size of a small plate. She had another biscuit that she got from Costa when we called in, and she got one of their mango smoothie things. So she had that. Honestly, I've never known her eat so much. Then she come home and had chicken nuggets and chips. Excuse my tummy having a growl. It's not hungry, but it is windy. So you might hear a wind noise and it not be Hannah for a change. Or to be young and not have to worry about what you eat. That's very true. What are you up to, love?
I'm in the fridge.
Oh, and with the pizza that was as big as a head, she also had a Kinder Bueno milkshake. What you got then?
A yogurt and another drink.
Okay. And that's another 0. You can do the human bell, dear.
Ding ding.
Gosh, that wasn't very enthusiastic, was it?
I'm eating. Ding ding ding.
That's better. Oh. Okay. Let's get this part threaded. Try and get some of these part threads in. Unenthusiastic bell, then a dramatic bell. That's very true, Sue. Very true. almost hypnotic. Sitting here stitching away. I'm going to have a real terrible day tomorrow. Not mentally, I'm just back at work. I have Monday blues already. And it's a Sunday. Said to Hannah after been going around Leeds, I think I'm going back to work for a rest. We went to IKEA on Monday and then we went and did the weekly shop. And of course, as you know, it's always a long walk around IKEA. And on Wednesday, me and Hannah were in Derby and walked our socks off. And then on Friday, me and Hannah were in Leeds and walked our socks off. Always reminds me of Garfield with the Monday blues. Yeah. Mondays are not my best day. Any day of the week that ends in a Y and involves the W word, i.e. work, is not my best day. Oh, to be able to retire. Oh, excuse me, that's a Coca-Cola. I do beg your pardon. Pepsi. Did you buy some new socks? No, not this time. I could always borrow some of Andy's, couldn't I? Wednesday when we went to Derby, had sausage sandwich on the way for a breakfast. And in Derby, what did we do? Did we stop first of all? I can't remember, but we ended up going and I ended up having a coffee and she ended up having one of these Kinder Bueno milkshakes. He's kind of got a thing for them. Then we went to Wetherspoons for our lunch. Fish and chips for me that day, which was rather nice. And she had, guess what? Chicken nuggets. She's a 1-incher. Child is obsessed with chicken nuggets. I can put my monetization on. And my stepdad here for his tea today. Can I reach this bit? Not really, not comfortably. We had a picky tea because of the warm weather. So we had like sausage rolls and mini sausages and cheese and meat and pizza and just picky bits. Which he enjoyed, he always does. And then we had birthday cake because Andy's daughter had a birthday, which was nice. And we used up half the cake and we said to her to take the other half home, which she's done. So She enjoyed that. We had 14 candles and sang at her. And then Victoria came here from work and had some tea as well. But obviously she's now safely home, or she should be. And of course Hannah is upstairs playing on her new Switch. Well, say new. It's one of those that she got from CEX, so it's like a refurbished job, and it wasn't hugely expensive in the grand scheme of things, if that makes sense. Oof, my tummy and Taff having a growl. Sounds like yours is too, love. Oof, I am 15 stitches away. From being 5,000 less left. Yep, get ready, Andy. So yeah, 5,000 stitches to go. Can I get 5,000 stitches done and get this one finished on Wednesday night? Possibly, possibly, possibly not. I have work. I have a shopping day tomorrow. I need to go and do my supermarket shop. And I've got a floss tube to film as well. Work on Tuesday and then see what I get done on Wednesday. There's an outside chance, I suppose, of it being finished on Wednesday. So there we go. That is now at 5,000 stitches to go. I am at 6,106 no, 60,116 out of 65,116, or 92.32%. So 5,000 to go. Woohoo! Did I get a ding 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 for that?
Ding ding ding.
Thank you. Dum, dum, dum. Yay, says South Stitching. This was my first time seeing a finish on live. I'm late to the party. Yes, it's quite exciting. I like doing a live stream finish. I usually leave it with about 350 stitches because I know I can comfortably do around 350 on a live. I can do 400 if it's sort of blocky stitching, but I still like to get in sew and tell and what have you. So it all happens just the same. It's just that the element of you know, the finish, and then I take it out of its frame and I let Andy show it for me. I've done every finish since Maui Princess on a live, I think. No, it was the forest one that I did, the Carolyn Manning Autumn Waltz. That was the first one I finished on a live. And then Maui Princess, and then She Sleeps, and then my cats got finished on the lives, my unicorn, the one I did for May last year, what's it called? The one that we did for Mania. The Michaela Lerner one. When I enter it into the fair, not this one. I think Maui Princess will be going in this year. She Sleeps, yeah. Talked about She Sleeps, yeah. Well, do you still have all your finishes? Yes, I do. I believe I've got them all still. Some of them are still unframed. I do have them all. Yeah, it's good to have a finish on a live stream, and you know, because I do have the focus for a finish, it means that every so often we do get them. And it's nice to be able to share them on the stream. And you know, and I think seeing a finish actually helps you guys as well, because you know, the buzz and the excitement of just seeing it sort of spurs people on to do their own finish.
watching this reel.
Oh yeah.
This guy is ranking British foods from top to bottom.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a blind ranking. So whatever comes up first, he has to put it like between 1 and 10, and then fit everything else around it.
Right.
So let's see how you do. Beans on toast for a start.
Oh no, that's an ultimate British comfort food. That.
What would you go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10?
I don't know. Because
Okay.
I don't know what the other choices are.
Well, that's the point of a blind ranking. You don't know what's coming up. He put that at number 5.
Right.
Which I think was a bit low considering what else was on offer.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get to the next one because I'm going to skip forward. Shepherd's pie.
Oh, I love a shepherd's pie. Go on.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and chips. Oof, yeah.
He put shepherd's pie at number 7.
What?
Below beans on toast.
Tell him to go away.
So fish and
But
chips.
don't use those words. Oh, fish and chips is definitely better.
Well, he put that at number 4.
Right.
So next we have bangers and mash.
Now you see, bangers and mash, I can take a leave. I prefer a sausage sandwich.
See, I don't like bangers and mash because I won't eat the
Mash.
Anyway, he put that at number 6.
Mm.
Full English breakfast.
And that's more of a tradition than a favourite, if that makes sense.
Well, he put that at number 2.
Right.
Now, the next one, he didn't know what this was, and I don't know what it is either. Stargazy pie.
It's a fish pie that's from Cornwall, and there is a story behind it. It's from Mousel in Cornwall. Yes, Stargazy pie, there is a story behind it. I can't remember what the actual story is, but there is one. I will dig it out for you. But the pie itself is decorated with fish heads. So for me, that would be very low ranking.
Picture of it here.
Yeah.
It looks like a stone circle. Just with fish heads. Anyway, he put that at number 10.
Yeah.
Jellied eels is next.
Ugh.
Now, I've never had them. I can't comment.
It's
I don't know what they are or what they're like.
It's the texture. It's the texture. I
mean,
think.
I mean, I suppose you have to be in London to eat them, don't you? Because that's
no, you can get them in other places, but you know, it's like cold fish in aspic and jelly. Similar.
See, no, I probably wouldn't like it then because I don't like pork pie jelly.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one was jacket potatoes. He put that at number 9, by the way. Jelly eels.
You see, I don't mind a jacket potato, but I wouldn't go out on a limb for them.
Well, he put that at number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then Scotch eggs.
Now, I do like a Scotch egg.
Well, that went at his number 3. And he was left
I disagree with that.
And he was left with number 1, which was toad in the hole.
Yeah. I could do a toad in the hole, but I wouldn't put it at number 1. I wouldn't put it at God tier.
Out of all them, I'd probably rank fish and chips the best.
Yeah, I'd either do fish and chips or shepherd's pie. This is one of the reasons you're my favourite floss tuber. You get progress and finishes, but don't just see a top corner all the time. My husband's making beans on toast and just brought me a spoon cold. True love.
A spoon?
Yeah.
Eating beans on toast with a spoon?
Yuck.
What kind of sorcery is this?
Stargazy pie would give it a miss. Jellied eels, yuck.
What kind of sorcery is this, eating beans on toast with a spoon?
Go and have a look at Stargazy pie.
Well, obviously I've seen a picture of it in this reel.
Yeah, but there's a story behind it.
Okay.
I think it's got mackerel and stuff in it.
Okay. And you say it's Cornish?
Yeah. Jellied eels I would run from. Well done knowing the Stargazy pie story, yeah. I'll tell you how I know it when Andy's found it.
Right. Stargazy pie is a Cornish dish made of baked pilchards or sardines along with eggs and potatoes covered with a pastry crust. Although there are a few variations using other types of fish, the unique feature of Stargazy pie is fish heads and sometimes tails protruding through the crust so that they appear to be gazing to the stars. The dish originates from the village of Mousel in Cornwall and is traditionally eaten during the festival of Tom Borcock's Eve to celebrate his heroic catch during a very stormy winter. According to the modern festival, which is combined with the Mousel Village illuminations, the entire catch was baked into a huge stargazy pie encompassing 7 types of fish and saving the village from starvation.
Yep.
The story of Borkut was popularised by Antonia Barber's children's book, The Mousel Cat, which featured the stargazy pie. In 2007, contestant Mark Hicks won the BBC's Great British Menu with a variant of the dish.
Yeah. So, stargazy pie, I know about it because when the girls were little, they used to watch CBeebies. And the last thing they did was the story, bedtime story. And the story about Mousel the cat, I can't remember the cat's name, but the story about Mousel, the cat, and the stargazy pie came up in the CBeebies stories. That's how I know about it.
Yeah.
What about winkles? Love them at the seaside, and cockles too. I like cockles. Winkles I'm not so bothered about. I can remember having winkles quite a lot when I was a kid and not really liking them. I was made to have them because apparently they were good for me. You know, one of them things that parents do because it's good for you. For us, it was winkles. Yeah, you should have a winkles, they're good for you. Here comes our Hannah.
I'm starving.
Are you going to cook a waffle in the toaster?
Of course not. Why would I cook waffle on a toaster? I've never done that in my life. Oh.
Right, here is Hannah's.
Wait, hang on. One hand's better than the other. That one.
Here's Hannah's beautiful summer nails. She's got my thumb as well, so there she goes. Just turn them upside down, do that. There we go. Hannah's beautiful summer ones. So there you go. Seen all the girls' nails now. And she's off to do toaster waffles. Every week on Fridays, liver and onions.
I need more waffles tomorrow.
Well, that's fine. We're going to Asda. We didn't have liver and onions much in our house because my mum couldn't eat it. And we had a rule that we only made one dish. If you didn't eat it, you starved. And my mum didn't want to starve. But my mum could only eat literally one mouthful of liver and onions. Any more than that, and she was violently ill. And occasionally I'll make it, but not very often.
You will find me up those stairs.
Okay, love. I hated it even as a baby. I used to spit it out here. Yep, it is that time, Sandy. So yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching as well. I am up to 1,757 stitches today. I started the stream at 1,403, so about 350 stitches done. And we are 60,157 stitches in and 92.38% complete. Whoa. So we are getting there. Hannah says, woo. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. See you Wednesday and get, fingers crossed, everybody, fingers crossed that I can get this done. It all depends on how busy this week is, how long I spend in Asda, and whether or not my self gets myself out of bed at 4 a.m. So have a great week. I'll see you Wednesday, all being well. All right, you take care. Don't forget to leave me the thumbs up on the way out, guys. Bye for now.